Alright, I'll probably do that.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
Oh, Mr. Dale Truck. Brother. Hoi. Ready for this? Back in action, boys. Back in action. You guys remember I broke the Dale truck several months ago at the drag strip? Got it fixed, dialed in. So let it warm up. Good heat cycle. Let's start everything. You think Leroy will start right now?
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's start him up. Does your car start?
The only car that won't start in the shop is this one.
Toast?
No, this one, because it's fresh out of gas.
Oh, you're out of fuel?
Yeah.
Freaking A, dude.
The gas place didn't have any methanol. So
They're fresh out?
yeah, fresh out.
Damn. We got that barrel over there. It's got a little bit in it. You let these things sit for too long, damn injectors will lock up on you with that E90 in them. So if you guys are wondering what we're doing on this, we got this whole new theory. But we got to put the spare transmission in, which is still at my house in the race week trailer. It's at my house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I figured we'd start them today so you guys can, you know, hear the sweet sound of a Leroy. It hasn't started in a couple weeks. Oh boy. Oh. Damn it, now we gotta charge. We're charging Ruby, now we gotta charge Leroy. See you guys. That's what happens when you leave a clean car around James.
Well, you see,
for 5 minutes.
I had a two-step it.
Yeah, we had a two-step it.
Precipitating outside.
Nope, you gotta make sure the belt will stay on.
Did it in the shop. They got my pressure too, so don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad. And then we got a special treat for it. Wait, before you go down, I want to show them the exhaust. We have the most tricked out exhaust in the shop on James' drift car. We're gonna start this thing up for you guys so you can hear it. So Ty fabricated all this guy, and this is pretty cool. It's kind of like our own homemade NASCAR
yeah,
blast pipe.
Like, I had this envision of two ovals like slash cut laid into each other, and I told him, hey, do this, and he did it, and it came out sick.
So got that X pipe up there, and then it just comes out right here. It sounds pretty good, so we'll fire this thing up. You guys haven't heard James' drift car yet. All right, while Leroy charges up, as you can see, we have a different belt routing and a smaller belt on here. So the tensioner is pretty much maxed out, and you know, here's the deal. The belt usually comes off during the first to second gear shift or the burnout. So you know what? The only true way to know is if I do a burnout. I'm gonna have to take one for the team and do it.
So one thing that I noticed is we had the belt coming off of the crank, right to the tensioner, around the alternator, around the idler, back around to the crank. So it had a real long run on the top. And what you would see on decel off of a hard rev or two-step is the belt would start to do the whole wave. Yeah. And you can see the tensioner start to do this. Yep. And then the belt would just fall right off.
Freaking A.
So like this, it doesn't have a long run.
Just same exact parts, just different routing. Sometimes that does a trick, but I'm gonna do a little burnout, and then we'll know for sure. For sure. Off the brake burnout.
Spicy.
I'll try and not let it slam in the limiter. Let me shut this thing. It's like progressive now, so it's off the throttle. It's kind of scary.
Off the brake?
I mean, I feel like doing it off the brake is the only American way to do it.
That's good. Didn't even fray the belt at all.
Dude, about freaking hooked. Imagine just a huge wheelie run into my truck.
I mean, honestly, if that was on like a street race road and you did that, you'd grab second right there and a dead hook.
She does get down. So we're all right. So guys, here's the plan for Ruby. She's going down to Snowbirds tonight to do the round 1 qualifier. Here's the deal. We did not change anything with the suspension like I said we were going to, but Kevin and James believe that with some more suspension tuning and actual computer tuning, we can get it to not wheelie. And Dr. Tunemal thinks it's the same. So we're gonna give it one last chance before we put limiting chains on or anything, and go down there tonight, hit the round 1 qualifier, and then tomorrow there's 3 rounds qualifier. So I'm gonna hit all those. And then freaking James calls me out with someone else's car. So let me see this. Let me put this on you.
Hey, bud.
We got a race tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll give you the 3 rounds of qualifying you need to get your hot rod right.
I do.
Slide into Dougie Fresh's car, the Motion Nova.
So here's the deal. The 240, you know, he was scared to run me in the quarter mile at the 240. So he goes and gets the Motion Raceworks Nova.
Just trying to give you a fair race.
So, I mean, that thing's been what, 760, 750?
752.
Oh, frick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that should be no problem then. Get this thing dialed in, beat you on the tree, and bam!
Oh, I mean,
put one in the book for Cleet.
It's going to be a sad day.
Dude, she's dialed. I'm going to take her home. I got a corner light for her. Oh, we got a...
Ooh, you hit the junkyard this morning? Got you a corner light?
Yeah, I got a red Sharpie. I'm going to color that in.
Man, you're going to give this... Dougie Fresh did polish the front wheels on the Nova.
Did he really? Oh, on the Nova. I was hoping he did these ones. I believe in Ruby. She feels solid. That burnout felt like it was about a 740 type of tune-up. Put the CO2 off. It's got a belt on. Yeah, we bled the brakes, which were kind of an issue. Dude, that belt didn't even ride off one rib. No. Dude, you know what was happening too is the belt would come off and it'd go from, you know, 13 volts down to 11. I'd lose fuel pressure, and then my injector duty cycle goes up, so I was like kind of running out of fuel. But now I'm good. I might go 690. I might wheelie to the quarter.
You might want to just take that wastegate and weld it shut if you're trying to go 690.
All right, let's fire Leroy up. Dude, this thing sounds good.
Yeah, she's a unit.
So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna take this back and try and run like a...
redeem yourself. Last time out there, you broke it.
Yeah, I know. I still want a 960.
Yeah, you just gotta just fix it.
Can the Dale truck run an 8?
I mean, we could take the jets out and it can run an 8.
I mean, I think it's got enough power to do it if I dial in my driving. You think we'll find the limits of that nitrous system or those jets?
Well, no, I'm saying with the jets we have.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it's only got, I want to say, the 24 jets in it, which is only like 175 horsepower.
And we slap some bigger jets in it?
Yeah, we can go all the way up to almost 400 horse.
All right.
But it's just, we'll hit a wall, we'll put bigger jets in it, and it won't pick up anything. So we know that's the cap.
Wait a second.
Oh, you don't have a map sensor on here, do you?
I have a map sensor. It's just unplugged. Oh, yeah, we stole the map sensor for Ruby. Dang, that's why it was...
FL2K got us, man.
Dude.
You want to just plug this one in?
You can try. Yeah, plug it in.
Keep up with the trend of robbing Peter to pay Paul and pull it off for James 240, I guess.
Well, guess what? I don't have a map sensor because it got robbed off my 240 for an airboat.
I mean, it says 0. Let's try it out. Hell yeah. Always run. All the cylinders are hot. 8 always shows really hot because that bung is like, it's always red like that. So number 5's a little cold.
Nice car we got here.
It's a nice car. We gotta make sure this is right.
Yeah, the only way to tell if this is fixed is to do a burnout, so.
Off the 2-step?
The only way.
The only way. Put it right back into service. Nitrous on?
Yeah, crack the bottle. This thing just sounds so good on the two-step.
Everything's hooking up good, dude. We should go street racing. No, just kidding.
We should go to Mexico. But this thing, dude, on the two-step, sounds so good.
100%. That's LS7, 5,500 RPM.
RPM.
That's amazing the belt stays on that unit. 5,500 RPM.
Well, it's all big old belt rides on everything. The longest runs like this, so
yeah.
it really doesn't.
Haven't really aligned that well. All right, so last thing, let's fire up your drift car. Yeah. See if Leroy's got a full heat cycle, and then check it out.
Right? You can't do a burnout, but you can two-step it.
I'll two-step it. I was like, I'm in there holding the pedal and I feel
yeah, it was a good one. Flame balls on both sides, just like it should. So
still works, just doesn't have a transmission.
Turbo still spin.
Check the other one.
The other one's still spinning. All right, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. All right. So now, guys, we've talked about this car just about this much. This is James S14 because he's, you know, freaking baller. S14 out here.
Big 240 guy.
This is his 12th 240. Wait, sorry, 15th 240, and this one's LS powered, just like his other one, right there. It doesn't have a turbo on it. No 90mm turbo, which soon. But this car is just designed for drifting, so it's a pretty cool setup. I mean, it's got an LS up here.
Aluminum, a Gen 4 aluminum 5.3.
Yep.
With a set of PRC 2.5, like their stock heads that they put valves in.
Yes, sir. Texas Blue PRCs.
Not as aggressive as a Cam as White Trash, but a similar format.
Yep.
Because this has the Holley low ram, where White Trash has the high ram with the same nitrous kit that White Trash has.
Okay, so you got a little bit less plenum volume with this intake, but this is a ripper and it'll fit under the hood. So James does have body panels for this thing.
Yeah.
Does have an angle kit. Does have a hydro brake, which isn't in yet, but the engine is in, plumbed and wired, and we're pretty much ready to fire it up. So.
Yeah, it just needs, you know, the last 5% every build. That just takes 90% of the time, but it is fully wired, running it.
Got the seat out of the 240, the S13.
Got Rocket's old seat.
Magna Fuel 750 back there. Sounds like the nail shot. Dude, all of a sudden, this thing's gonna be just as powerful and ripper as Donnie.
It should. So it's probably gonna make about 50 less horsepower NA.
Yep.
It's going to make probably around like 380, 400, where Donnie made, almost 450.
Yep.
But
it's lighter.
This car is about 700 pounds lighter than Donnie, and has the same, if not a little bit more angle. This kit, it's a GK Tech full angle kit up front, and they say like 64% of angle over stock, so it's a bunch of angle.
Jeez.
Yeah,
dude, it's going to be about the same power to weight ratio as Donnie, so we should be able to really tandem well together.
And it's got the nitrous on it, so I only did that because, I'm a big nitrous guy. But also, I figured, 150 horse in it, it'll be instant, so we can do like third, fourth gear.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have no problem learning in this car and then being able to compete in it at a later level.
Yeah, and then eventually, my end goal is once I'm good or better than I am now at drifting and fully comfortable in the car, I want to put a small turbo on it just to be.
Yeah, at that point I feel like Donnie will be ready for like a Pro Charger or something. We'll boost him at the same time.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, so.
But I mean, ideally this thing should be, it's got a T56 in it, it's got a good LS.
And basically this has just been a project that we've had at the shop. So when there's things like when Ruby and Leroy and they're all off on a trip, you know, that's when we knock stuff out on this car. It's been a pretty good filler project, but now these last couple of days, James just been coming into work and working on this, and it's really gotten
caught up with everything.
Caught up, so
waiting on parts so everything's fixed. So we've been chipping away at this and got it pretty much 95% there.
Yep.
You know,
So
I need like a little stuff like a brake. Waiting on a brake master to come in, and then it'll have brakes, clutches in. I just got to bleed it. I got the dry shaft. I'm just waiting on 2 bushings for the diff, and it can run and drive. It's pretty much there.
So pretty much this is just going to be getting worked on in the background. We're going to finish Leroy, and then we're also going to go pick up the jet boats at 316, and we have some jet skis over there, but you guys didn't see those.
Yeah,
so
those are the neighbors.
Yeah, those are the neighbors' jet skis, and we're going to kind of just bring everything back here and start working on it. It's nice having some of the cars out of the shop. So the Dale truck will go to my house, Killer B will go to my house, and some of the stuff goes down to the track. So making space.
Yeah, we're clearing up. You know, stuff's staying together, which is odd around here. You know, it's we fixed it now.
We got a piece of wood around here.
Yeah, knock on it. Knock
knock on
wood. Because things have been going well.
Yeah.
We've been able to clear out shop for once.
But you know, it all comes in waves. Like all of a sudden, we'll have everything broken, then we'll have everything fixed, and everything broken.
Yeah, everything either is running or broke for us. So the fact that we're like a 80-20 split, 80% everything's running.
Even your race car has held up so great.
It's just out of gas.
It's literally
I put those big injectors in, and Dr. Tunable Nate's been getting it right, but it's
with the rear end and everything.
17 gallons of methanol trying to just get it to idle, rev, and deck, like get on the brakes. So
the new injectors
ran out of fuel. Gonna get some more once the fuel supply place has got it, and then hit the dyno again and dyno it under some real boost to see what it's actually making, because last time I was on the dyno we only had it on 15 pounds, and that's what I made, 1300 horsepower.
So a lot of good things going right now, and the Galaxy's good. I actually picked up Parker, the gentleman who was burned at Cleetus and Cars by his radiator water, and went for a cruise in the Galaxy with him yesterday. Rocket's running, Donnie's running, the Warbird's running, Killer B is running, the Dale truck's up and running.
Ruby's a ripper.
C7's running, Ruby's running. I mean, Leroy does run, this runs. Toast is our one right now, and then the tracker.
Yeah.
So Toast, I don't know if we should say anything about the news.
Just let it be a surprise.
Okay, so guys, we have a big surprise on the way for Toast. But it's gonna take a little while to get here, it's gotta come from far. That's all I'll say. So that's probably a good update for today, and I gotta head down to the track right now. We're doing some racing tonight. Gotta go get teched in at Snowbirds. So that's it for today's video. Anything else?
No, go get teched in.
Hell yeah, I got a freaking race name.
Catch you up.
They take your car in for you and everything?
Dude, hire a driver, I just show up with my gear in my bag and get in.
Unbelievable. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Do it for today. We'll freaking see you later.